What is up, everybody? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and today is day 36 of 100 days of making comics. If you don't know, 100 days of making comics is a challenge where I work on my personal comic book project for at least 100 days in a row for at least 30 minutes a day. And it was started by Mr. Kevin Cross. And yeah. And I'm doing that today, trying to get some work done on the lettering. Right now I'm trying to find the, I'm looking for the feed so I can see the chat. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully I can turn the sound off before it goes. Maybe I can mute it, actually. That would be rad. That'd be rad-tastic. But yeah, I'm working on the lettering for Lizard Brain, and it's been a little tough getting things done, getting updates done. But I've been doing it. Still going through. Yesterday, I said it was day 34. I have to change it on the video, but it was actually day 35. And today is day 36. So yeah, that's one little adjustment. Why will it not bring me to the video? So I can get to work here. All right, I think it's starting to work. I'm sitting here doing, the mobile hotspot at a rest stop with my phone / computer. So things might go a little slow, but I want to at least get the chat up so that I can see what y'all's is saying or not saying. So anyways, what's everybody up to? I don't know if I have a specific topic, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you have any thoughts on anything today. Comments are not supported on private videos. Well, they got it all wrong, man. They're doing it wrong. All right, maybe I can. It's kind of dumb. It's being annoying. Maybe I can look at it through my phone. I will do that because I can do that. Maybe I can look at it through. Aha. All right, now I got the chat up and I can start working on my comic. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Are you still having problems with multi-line text? What? You dig the live sessions, Van? What's up, man? Thanks. Yeah, I want to do them more. Gotta trying to do the best I can, making it happen. Multi-line text. Maybe I did say something about that when I was lettering. Oh yeah, I was saying because there's a way when you click it, I think if I press this button, I can move the text around. Let's see. I'm afraid to do it. Maybe if I press shift, or maybe if I use this tool. No, it's got to be with this one. That's rotate? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to do it so that I could just write a line of text, and then I know there's a way you can make it kind of condense into different I don't know how to explain how it works, but I think, well, you just said that's the rotate tool, so there's a way to do it though. Is it this? Nope. See, that makes it smaller or bigger. Now I didn't figure it out. I think there's some tutorials that I've seen, and I just got to relook them up, or maybe one of you fine fellows will be able to help me out. Dragging the box with the text tool. All right, let me try that. Doesn't seem to have that option. I know I keep trying the same things, but why doesn't want to keep the chat open the whole time? Yeah, this is Illustrator. So I know that some people get mad when you say the word bubbles or balloons for comics. What do you guys think? I don't know which one is the accepted way. I like bubbles, it's fun. But some people say, I think they say like that it's like, I don't know, less respectful or something. But I don't, why does it even have to be respectful? Like, who cares? And bubbles and balloons sound just, bubbles sound just as weird as balloons. Like, neither of those sound like, oh, well, I respect a balloon, but I don't respect a bubble. It's less temporary or something. I don't know. Like, what? But I have heard people make that distinction, and it's just like, yeah, okay, if that's what floats your goat. Double click that little rotate handle to convert between points and area text. All right. Let's try one of these. Oh, I think on this part. I know I've done it before a bunch of times. I just forget. No, that's not it. Maybe I have to do it with this guy. No. I know you're probably telling me the right thing, and I'm just silly. I'm not smart about it. I'm doing all kinds of things. Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep working on these bubbles or balloons for now, and I will check that out later because I want to get some progress going here. But I appreciate you trying to help, man, and I will definitely be looking into that. Also, it's weird, like, I don't know. I get this in a few different places. In Clip Studio, I have this issue too that like I'll have something set a certain way and then it'll stop Like the other day I was trying to flat some colors and flat a piece of line work or whatever, and like I would keep using the bucket tool and it would keep changing the opacity on me as I was doing it, and it was like it was getting really annoying. Like, why was it doing that? And so I would half of the flats I was doing would be like 70% opacity. It would be 100%, 30%. Like, it was just dumb. So I had to keep changing the opacity back, and I don't know. That was weird. Also, on a typical, I have so many questions. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Like, I mean, I'm learning, but it's taking time to figure all this out. But like, what's a typical font size for like a typical comic, I wonder? Like, I've been using, I think this is 12 or 4, I think it was 14 is what I've been using. Anyways, so yeah, what do you guys think about the difference between the idea of calling it word bubbles or word balloons? Like, what do you call it? I know it's a riveting conversation piece, but also, these are all like lettering questions. I actually got this book. Mike Emmerich told me about this lettering book. That's really cool, and I bought it, and I haven't had a chance to read it, but it's really cool so far what I've checked out. And it probably has a lot of these answers, but um, what was the question? I had another question or thought. Now I can't remember. Oh, yeah, when you put in the tails, like some people get really mad if you don't like put the tails directly to the mouth. But I was looking in old comics like this Kirby comic and stuff the other day, and freaking the tails just point to the character anywhere, like generally, like, so I don't know. I tend to like to point it to the mouth, but if not, like, you get the point, right? As you can see, I'm not super precious about the rules of really anything. Well, I care about certain things, but you know, things that seem like they don't need to be a big deal, I don't get too up in arms about. Trying to avoid some tangents here, but sometimes it's hard to avoid them 100%. I originally started lettering this in Clip Studio, and it I don't like how the tails come out. They kind of come out like this one's coming out a lot. And I don't know, maybe I don't know how to use it right, but they always come out with this weird taper at the end that doesn't look normal. Ah, I just forget to hit that point there. Ah, what am I doing? I don't know why I keep messing up this tail. Let's see. I think. See if I can fix this bad boy. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Much better. All right. Usually about 11 to 12 points for normal type, like you would find in a book. Yeah, I know. It just seems to me, though, when I look at it, it looks like it should be more like 14, but I know that's not what you're typically supposed to do in like a normal book. Depends on font, yeah. It sounds like you're getting close to finishing Lizard Brain. How's that feel? What are you going to do to celebrate its completion? Do you have another story lined up for your 12 Stories project? Hey, what's up, Daydream Continuum? Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. It feels super exciting. Like I can't wait to be done because I can't wait to put it out there and have people read it. And I mean, it's not like it's like this crazy amazing story or anything, but I still can't wait to hear people's thoughts and whatnot. Um, and they're very close to done. But the thing that's going to make it slower than it feels like it should be is that I have to do the cover. I'm trying to get the cover done. Um, and why is it doing that? So I want to get the cover done before I release it, which that takes some time too. So, and I'm not counting that as my 100 days of making comics, so I have to do it in my extra time, which I almost have extra time. Hopefully by this end of this week or weekend at least, I will have some extra time. One thing is weird too, like when I'm I wrote the script and then I drew it. And when I drew it, I referenced the script, but not super closely. Like, I mean, took a look at it, got a general idea, and then I kind of drew it. I mean, I did thumbnails, all that stuff. But where the bubbles go and where, you know, um, how I should put them on the page, I'm kind of figuring out now. So, and I can't block out this ring. So I was thinking of moving it down here, which I can do, but then it's blocking out all this, which isn't that big a deal, really. So maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just do that. This can come in. What will I do to celebrate? Um, make a 100 Days of Making Comics YouTube video. um, I don't know. I I guess part of the celebration I feel like is making the cover because that's not like an essential part, but it makes me feel like it's done and it's a cool part because I'll be selling them as prints and stuff and will anybody buy them? I don't know, but like I'll at least put it out there. And so that's kind of the celebration, I guess. If there's anything, I mean, I'm always eager to get to the next project whenever I finish something. So there's that. But this time it's not like I'm sick of this though. Like there's been times definitely where I've been working on for something for so long that I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like enough already with this project. Let's get to the next one. And I don't really feel that way with this. Like I just feel like I'm enjoying the process and I do want to get it done just because I do have goals to do more than what I'm doing. So I always want to get as much done as possible, but I'm enjoying the process. Um, and I am looking forward to the next project. I talked about in one of my videos recently this idea I had called whitewash, which is kind of a riff on it's like a and if you watch my videos at all, you'll know that I talk about my faith a lot. Not like I hope not to an obnoxious point, but I'm not shy about it or whatever. Um, but you know, I had this idea because my buddy Fue Storm, who I've talked about a lot, we were chatting recently, and he was asking me if I put my faith in my comics, and I haven't really too much. Like, I mean, it's gonna come through at some point, but I've just been trying to figure out how to make comics. I'm not like I'm just now starting to get more involved in telling a message better and stuff, and learning how story works better. More than I was in the past. I mean, I've always wanted to do that, but um, so anyways, when he asked me that question, it was after that I said, not really. I haven't too much yet, but I definitely plan to have it be part of it, and it'll just kind of come out, you know, naturally, anyways, because it's something that is a big part of my life. Um, so, anyways, I had this idea called whitewash, which is kind of an expose of the church, but also like almost like a horror slash maybe tragedy type of story. And I don't know. I think it's super interesting. Um, and I'm kind of interested in that. I also have this other project called Resident Aliens. Actually, it might not be called that anymore because one of you guys let me know that there was a comic that already came out called that at one point. So I may want we may want to change that. I don't know. I haven't actually talked to Jamie about it because he's the writer. Um, but I don't know why it's doing that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of a book that might be in the works. I might end up doing that next. I'm not sure if it'll be a 12 stories book or not. So I don't know. And then there's the whole idea of, yeah, just kind of coming up with a whole new idea for 12 stories or doing one of the ones I already kind of mapped out. So it's kind of, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do yet, is basically what the point is. But I'm excited to move to to finish this up and then do that. And I think I kind of screwed this tail up pretty bad. I don't want to get too particular with tails, but I do want them to look decent at least. I've been doing this new diet lately and I'm not quite doing it right, I think. And I've had like kind of low energy. I'm trying to figure it out. Thanks, Van. I do not like how this tail is going. Actually, that's not horrible, but what's up with this little jaggy? Did I put an extra anchor point in? Why is that like that? This anchor point does not need to be there, I don't think. I might have messed this whole thing up. I think I'm just gonna Control Z my way out of this bad boy. Yay. How can I do this? It's like going in a kind of funny direction. Maybe I should put the tail. That's what I should do. I should put the tail going the other direction. Do. Ah, I always forget to hit that anchor point. Nice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Shift. Do. Freaking love. Gotta do vitamin supplements with vegan. You probably know that though. All my stories so far have thoughts on faith in them in some form or another. Cool, man. Yeah, all I've done really is mini comics and stuff, and it was just like a bad guy fighting a good guy type of thing, um, for the most part. So that's why, I mean, in some ways, yes, my faith is probably sort of in there, but now I'm trying to get more. That was more just me trying to figure out how to do comics. Even this one, it's about bullying. So, it's just loving people, and stuff. It's got faith themes in it, but it's pretty, that's a theme anybody could come up with. It doesn't, you don't have to have faith necessarily. Do you find Illustrator easy to work in for lettering compared to other programs such as Photoshop? I've only lettered in Clip Studio, and I think Clip Studio in some ways is easier maybe, but I like that Illustrator, it's meant for this kind of thing. So you're able to scale up and down without, losing any quality and stuff like that. And it's just meant for lettering, not lettering, but just using words and stuff and putting them together in a good way and designing these things and the vectors with the balloons especially. Like, it's very versatile once you get, used to using the tools. And there's so much I don't even know how to use yet, and I know I'd be doing better if I spent more time, learning Illustrator. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I don't think I've done it in Photoshop, but I do remember working, with like trying to make a logo and things like that in Photoshop, and losing quality. But I heard that in the newer versions, which I have now, apparently that's not as much a factor. I don't know all the technical things, but either way, like, I still like Illustrator. I like working with vectors to a certain degree. I mean, I only know so much about it, but. All right, so it's time for me to get going, guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to check out what I'm doing, and lunch break's over. Time to go back to work, hit the road. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this stuff and you want to see more. And I'll talk to you tomorrow on the next episode of 100 Days of Making Comics. Peace out.